This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're locking in for the Saturday games for this weekend. We have 3 games: 1 p.m. Chargers Patriots, 4:30 p.m. Bengals Broncos, 8:15 p.m. Cardinals versus the Rams. If you've been paying attention into the Discord, first off, if you've heard that sentence, if you're watching this video right now, stop everything you're doing. If you're driving your car and you're listening to this in the car, I need you to pull over the car right now. If you are, let me pause that real quick. Only pull over if you're not in the Discord yet. If you're in the Discord, keep driving. If you're not in the Discord yet, you are losing so much money. You're losing so much money. You're losing so many bets because you're not doing the simple, easy things by getting to the free Discord. That alone will help you tremendously stop losing all your bets. And then you just go from there and watch the videos and get better at betting. But getting the Discord, it's not even something that I recommend you do. If you're not in the Discord, you're losing money. Whether it's you losing all of your bets because you're not in the Discord, or because you're losing opportunity to win more money. Regardless, if you're not in the Discord, you are either way, you're losing money. If you don't like losing money, then get in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're saying I like losing money. That's just what it is at this point. We had an amazing Christmas. The spread predictor tool that we have on this app went a perfect 7 for 7 out of the 2 NFL games and 5 NBA games. Perfect 100% hits, 7 for 7 on the spread predictor. Not that I recommend parlaying all 7, but if you did, that's like a plus 3,000 or something like that parlay. We did have actually we had some VIP members just do the NBA games. Nice little 10x parlay there. But yeah, anyway, let's focus on NFL this weekend. The reason why I brought up Discord in the first place is I've been mentioning in Discord that I made the championship finals of the biggest fantasy football league in the industry in North America. Something that I've been trying to do for a few years now, but I finally made it to the championship game. And it's off to a good start because the opponent had Rashad Bateman yesterday, 1 catch, 12 yards, and the Houston kicker, 0 field goal opportunities, 0 extra points. 0 points or 2.2 points with 2 players combined. Always a great start. I just need my people to actually score points. And my first player plays on Thursday night. But we're not talking about Thursday night. We're talking about Saturday, so let's hop to it. If you see here on the far right, I've already changed the accuracy from difference to, or I've changed the sort filter from difference to accuracy. I've talked about this in the last handful of videos. What this new accuracy means, what you see here on the players, 100% to 6, what all that stuff means. If you have not yet, if you're looking on that, you're like, oh, I just realized I haven't seen a video from PlayerProps.ai, or I haven't made the effort to watch a video, go up here to this button and just watch this new video. If you've done this before, it doesn't matter. This is a brand new video that's associated and tied to this button here. Click on that and it'll explain all the new stuff we have on the specific predictor tool for player props. But this is also something new we've added. This here's a filter. You see the line that's crossed through? That means there are no filters active. So when I click on that and I say, you know what, I don't want to see any baby lines, so let's start our minimum line at 40. Show players the line of 40 above. Apply filters. So now it's sorted by highest accuracy, but it's also players that have a 40% or higher line. So the first person that's not a baby line with the highest accuracy is actually Trey McBride in the late game. So this guy upset a lot of fantasy owners in the, I guess this is the semifinals for most people. Carolina only had 20 receiving yards, which I think might even be like a season low. Yeah. So his last game, he had season low 20 receiving yards. And that was like a close game. Like it was a back to forth. Pretty sure Panthers pulled it out in the end, but it was a back and forth game where you think there'd be a lot of passing, but Panthers shut him down. That being said, his last game against the Rams was the second game of the season where he had 67. His line right now is at 62.5. We're going to check in a second if we can find it cheaper somewhere else. But he hit this line against the Rams earlier this season. He's 57% over the course of this season, 70% his last 10 games, and he's hit this 5 games in a row before his lowest of the season dud last game. That being said, out of the 14 games we have recorded for Trey McBride, he's the AI has been accurate on whatever side it recommended 64.3% of the time, which is really nice. Thing is, his projection's at 62.81. That's almost the exact same as this line. So the AI is not giving him really anything. They're saying his line is correct. He should be getting 62.5 yards. So what we're trying to do here, before we do any talk about locking this in, is I'm going to see if I can find him cheaper somewhere else. So this is, okay, it's very important that you listen to this part. So you see here, even though it's almost exactly the same, it is fractionally more by 0.31. So if he gets 63 yards here, then this is a hit for DraftKings for Trey McBride. So this is actually going to go up in accuracy. But if you see FanDuel, which is 63.5, it's small, it's fractionally less. So if he still gets the 63 yards we talked about, it's actually a loss. And so this, or no, let's say he gets, so it's saying he's going to go under 63.5. So let's say he's going 65. It's a hit on DraftKings. It's actually a loss on FanDuel because of how close the projection is. So this actually will go down if he gets too many yards when DraftKings accuracy goes up. That's why it's very important to look at all of these different things. But yeah, 61.5. Oh, so it's BetMGM has the best one at 61.5 so far. BetRiver 61.5. Caesars doesn't have one up yet. ESPN's got 59.5. And so the reason why this 4 here, because we just added BetMGM, BetRiver, Caesars, ESPN. We're going to be adding a few more books relatively soon. But because we don't have that much data of the books and what the lines were, because we just recently added them, that's why you only see a 4 here when you see a lot higher number. What was it, 14 for DraftKings? But in the 4 games, so the 4 weeks that since we've added ESPN, which were the last 4 weeks here, the reason it's 75% is because these, it got it right on Minnesota, Seattle, New England, so it was 100% here, and then he missed on the Carolina. So the fact that we were able to find at 59.5, it's only a few yards, but still, it's something that is why we have a different book, so you can find. So ESPN Bet's got the cheapest one, 59.5. Before I lock that in officially, though, like I said, I'm still going to see if there's anybody. We're going to go back. We're going to make that line 40. We're going to keep sorting by accuracy, and then I'm actually going to see if there's a difference that's got like 10% or higher. No. Okay. That doesn't exist for these games. Got it. 5%? Okay. So if we do that, where it's slightly more, Courtland Sutton, 63.6%. Last 2 games have been 32 yards, 50 yards. If I can find him super, so 67.5 is what we're trying to beat here. Okay, FanDuel's got 66. And for the people that already do this, 64.5. I like 64. Okay, so BetRivers has 64.5. Okay, so what was I going to say? The people that are already doing this, because the goal of these shows is for you to repeat what I do on your own time, so you make sure you're using the tools as they're designed. So the people that are going through all of these like I just did, don't worry, there's something coming out relatively soon that's going to make it where you don't have to click all these. Wink, 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 blink, blink, blink. Yeah, 64.5, that's almost 9 full yards. This is a must-win game for Denver. For Indianapolis, for Miami, and for the Bengals. These are all must-win games. These are the 4 teams that are trying to get that last wildcard spot in the AFC. And because 2 of them are in this game, this is going to be a very, very interesting game. Cincinnati has to win this game. Denver Broncos, I don't know if they have to win. They need to win at least one of their next 2. I believe the line right now for Cincinnati is -2.5. But this is going to be like both teams are bringing their A+ game because they need to win this game. Granted, Courtland did not do much in the last 2 games. Trey McBride didn't do much in his last game either. And just like Trey McBride, where he had a streak, Courtland also had a streak from Carolina 10-27 all the way to Cleveland 12-2. The accuracy is low for Bet Rivers because, again, we've only had him. We've only had Bet Rivers for 2 weeks now. So that was the 2 games. So it got his under right, I guess, one of these games, and it's got his over wrong one of the games. So when I refer to accuracy right now, until we get a lot more data for the other books that have just been recently added, I definitely pay more attention to the DraftKings and the FanDuel accuracy. So 63.6, we always look for something that's 60% or higher. Yeah, and both FanDuel and DraftKings have 63.6, but BetRivers is the best line. So they did have 64.5 is the best line, right? Because this was 65. Oh, 67. Yeah. So yeah, Bet Rivers has the best line. 64.5. Do we want to go with Courtland Sutton or do we want to go with Trey McBride? I don't think the Cardinals are in playoff contention, right? Granted, I mean, they're still going to try to play. I don't think any team's going to not try to play. But the Cardinals are 7-8. Yeah, I don't think they are in playoff. I'm pretty sure they're eliminated. The Rams are favored by 6.5 points. Are they officially eliminated? Looks like they are. What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, the Cardinals. Yeah, they're officially eliminated. So yeah, they can't make the playoffs. And the Rams are going to bring their A game because they want to have the best seeding. They haven't locked a playoff spot, but because they're still competing against Seattle. Seattle plays on Thursday night tonight as of recording. So you have to pay attention to like the narrative. Like, this is the last 2 games of the season, especially when we look to last week or next week, week 18, where like the people that have locked, like the Chiefs, they locked the number 1 seeds. You're not going to want to play any Chiefs props because you don't know if they're going to be starting, if their starters are only get like 1 quarter, so they rest them for the first round of the playoffs. I don't know. But who do we trust more, Courtland Sutton or Trey McBride? I think we're going to go with the fact that there's more of a gap between the projection and receiving yards than there is with Trey McBride is probably the only reason why I'm leaning Courtland Sutton now. I think Trey McBride's still playable, but I think Courtland Sutton and in this game where 2 teams like are hell-bent on winning, I think it's going to be very important here. I think that Bo Nix is going to be airing the ball out, and the fact that the Bengals are favored as well at home, I think we're going to go with Courtland Sutton here. Took us a second to play around with things and finally get there. I don't hate Trey McBride. I just think Courtland Sutton is what we're going to be doing for Saturday's show play anyway. So, Courtland Sutton over 64.5 because that's the lowest line on Bet Rivers. Remember, there's a reason why we shop lines. If you get him at 67.5 on FanDuel, wherever it was, and he gets 67 yards, the show hits because the show said over 64.5, but your bet will lose. Make sure you're in the Discord. Good luck with all your stuff you're doing, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck, guys.